everyone! Today I have another unboxing video, and today we're going to be unboxing my Try Beauty box. I have one unboxing up already. I will link that up there if you want to check out the first unboxing that I did. But basically this is the same kind of subscription as BoxyCharm, except this is a little bit more expensive. So this one is $35 a month and you get about the same amount of products that you do in a BoxyCharm. So I will get into the items that are in this month's box. I've already tried two of the things because one was a little makeup remover. I don't know if you've seen these things. So the whole thing with this is that you're supposed to wet this and then take your makeup off, and that's supposed to be all you have to do. So I'm gonna read to you what it's called. So it's a makeup eraser and it retails for $12. Like, this thing is $12, that's crazy. And it says the makeup eraser mini will erase all makeup including waterproof mascara, eyeliner, and foundation. Reusable, machine washable, and lasts 3 to 5 years. Throw the mini in your purse or suitcase and have a makeup remover that is so compact you can take it anywhere. So I used this yesterday. I will insert a clip of me using it that I took on my phone. It was terrible, so excuse the quality of that. But basically, I'm not a huge fan of this. I mean, it did remove my makeup to some extent. I mean, this thing is really small too. So it did remove my eye makeup, but I felt like I really had to like rub on my eye and it was kind of uncomfortable. So I didn't really like that. And also, who's gonna wash this every day? Like, do you do laundry every day? I don't do laundry every day. I don't plan on doing laundry every day. So I was like, this is kind of silly because it's kind of high maintenance to just keep it clean. And I just prefer to take my makeup off with a makeup wipe. So that's what I did. Next thing that I have is also something that I tried yesterday, and this is a cleanser stick. So it comes like a little deodorant. It kind of looks like this. And then you twist it up and you have a little, I don't even know how to call it, what to call this, but it's basically just like a stick that you rub on your face, and then you rub in the cleanser, and then you use it like a normal cleanser. So I didn't get like any footage of me trying this. I actually tried to, and then turned out I didn't press record, so sorry about that. But it worked really well. I'm super happy with it actually. It smells really good too. And this is from, I think I said it, it's from Masquerade, and it retails for $21, so that's pretty good. So I mean, these two items here alone are pretty much the value of the box. So moving on to the next couple of things that are in here. So we got one brush set. These are eye brushes, and then we also got a single brush. The single brush is from Crown, and this is supposed to be a blush brush. I'm not so sure about that. It's very dense for being a blush brush. I prefer my blush brushes to be a little bit more fluffy, but we're going to try this out because I don't have any blush on right now. So let me figure out what to wear. So I think I'm going to put on this blush from MAC because this is not super pigmented, so just in case I dip in and get a lot of my brush, and because this brush is so dense, I don't want to look like a clown. So I'm dipping my brush into the blush, and it's very, I don't know, it's just like so stiff. Like, I am not used to getting pigment from this blush on first application, so I mean, this is probably not something that I would use for blush. I feel like it's more suitable for maybe foundation. Like, this is the kind of dense brush that I would use for liquid foundation to just buff it into my face. So for a blush brush, I don't like it. As for just a brush, I think it's a good brush. I really like Crown brushes actually. They're really good quality. So I am excited to have this brush, but I don't think I'll be using it for its intended purpose. I could see it also maybe being good for bronzer, but it's just a little bit like too dense for me. But I mean, it's super soft and it's a nice brush, so still really happy that I got it. And this brush retails for $12, so okay, that's a pretty expensive brush right here, and it looks very cheap. The thing I don't like about the Crown brushes are that they just remind me of the Wet n Wild brushes, and the Wet n Wild brushes are like so inexpensive, so I feel like these just don't like feel to me like they're very expensive just because I know of another brand that looks the same and is super cheap, so I don't know. Next thing in the box is a eyeshadow palette. This is from the Balm, and I will show you what it looks like. It's called Meet Matchmaker or something like that. I've never tried anything from the Balm, so I am curious to see how this is going to look. This is what the palette looks like. So it's got a nice variety of mattes, shimmers. It's got 6 neutral mattes and some more exciting shimmers. So we are going to try these out. First, I'm going to prime my eyes with my MAC Pink Pot. And I'm not sure if you guys notice a difference with my lighting, but I got studio lights, and I honestly have no idea like what the best setup or settings for my camera or anything is to make these look as good as they can. So I am going to be obviously working on that for the next couple of videos probably, and if my lighting looks different every time, it's just because I need to figure it out. So, but I'm like beyond excited to just be able to film regardless of what time of the day it is, because I've been using natural lighting now since I started my channel, and obviously that means that you need to have natural lighting to be able to film, and that just doesn't always happen. So I'm going to just set my lids with this nude colored eyeshadow. I do like doing this with new palettes just to kind of see how they perform on a set base. So I'm sure it comes as no surprise that I will be working with these 6 shadows here. So I'm going to go in first with the lightest matte, and I'm going to, wow, put that in my crease. And this seems to have a lot of pigment already. Let me know if you guys have tried anything from the Balm and if you like it as a brand. I mean, I've seen and heard pretty good things about it, but their makeup aesthetic is just not really something that I have gravitated towards. I'm sure you guys aren't surprised by that, but I don't know, I just have never had a desire to pick up anything from the Balm. So this is why I like subscription boxes, because it really like forces you to try brands that you wouldn't normally try. It was a good way to find products that you probably didn't even know existed. I'm not loving how this shade is blending out. It's a little bit patchy for a brown. Usually I find that browns are like usually the smoothest colors to work with, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time considering that I did set my base today. Usually shadows will just kind of blend themselves. So I'm actually going to dip into this brown up here and try to blend this out a little bit. This is a little lighter than the one I just put down. So I'm just going over the top edges here. So I mean, these shadows aren't terrible, it's just I don't personally like them. I'm gonna go in with that darker brown shade on my bottom lash line, just smudge this out. I'm also going to build up the outer corner a little bit more. I will say that I've gotten little to no fallout with these shadows, so that's nice. They also feel very creamy. Now I haven't swatched these because I honestly don't really care to swatch them, but putting them on my eyes, they feel very creamy. They're not a very powdery formula like some other brands are, and I think I just realized that I like working with powdery shadows more than creamy shadows, so I don't know. Next I'm just going to keep working on building up my outer V. First by taking this very dark brown shade, and then I probably will go in with the black after too, just to try it out. So like this black is actually so good, like it's blending out so nicely, and I think I like the black in this palette more than I like the browns. For my lid, I'm going to go with this purpley shimmery shade right here. And that feels super buttery. It's very dark, so this is definitely going to be a dramatic look. Oh god, I literally just forgot that I had the eyeshadow brushes. That kind of sucks. I was going to try those and I just completely forgot. But I'm going to take them out and just kind of run them over my eye and see what I think of them. So these are from Moda, and pulling them out, they are extremely small. Like this is a dual-ended one with a fluffy brush and then a very small like smudging brush, I guess. And then we have another one. I'm not sure how I think about this shape. Like it's a very dense round brush, and it's not really something that I would ever use for anything on my eyes, I don't think. Maybe I can use it to just buff out the edges. The brush is very soft. It's just not really the type of brush that I reach for, but I mean, it's definitely doing a really good job of just blending it out here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not hating this brush now. I'm actually kind of liking this brush. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. That's kind of nice. Let me just like run this through my crease. No, this brush is way too big for me. I have small eyes, so I can't do like fluffy brushes that are this big. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. The other side here, I could definitely see myself using for just like packing on color on my lower lash line. This is definitely good for that. Like if you have bigger eyes, you would probably love this because I feel like the quality of these brushes are really good. It's just that my eyes are so small that I need something that's a little bit smaller. So Now back to the shadows. I'm going to put that cranberry dark color on my lid. And wow, I did not even spray my brush. Like, these are so soft. Yeah, there's a little bit of fallout, which is to be expected when you don't spray your brush, which is why I usually do spray it. But I mean, I'm getting beautiful pigment without having to spray it, so that's always nice. So I'm going to just go over this again, having sprayed my brush, and see if it makes a big difference. Not really. Still really pretty though. For my inner corner, I'm going to go in with this lighter pink shade. And I also sprayed this. This is a beautiful pink. I do like the shimmers in this palette so far. So I think the eyeshadows are done. I'm going to go finish up my eyes and then I'll be right back and we can try out the last product in the box. So my eyes are done and I want to just put on a little bit of highlight because I didn't do that already. So I'm gonna use this pink in my Dior highlighting palette. Oh, I feel like my highlight actually shows up on camera for once. Who knew lighting would actually make your highlight show up? So the next thing in the box is probably what I'm the most excited about. This retails for $45 and it is a lip kit by Bella Pierre. I've never tried this before. And inside it has 2 matte liquid lipsticks and a lip liner. So we're going to test those out. So here's what they look like. We have a red lip liner, a red lipstick, and then a pink lipstick to make the ombre with. So I'm going to start by just lining my lips. This is not a very creamy pen. And it's actually a lot more pink than I thought it was going to be. Like, looking at that, they don't really match. Now personally, I would never line my lips if I use a liquid lipstick because it doesn't really make any sense to me, but I'm probably going to cover this up with a lipstick anyway. And I'm also not sure that this is the same color as the... Yeah, see, that is definitely not the same color as the lip liner. The lipstick smells really good. Now, I'm not really one to do ombre lips because my lips are so small, especially my top lip. So if I do like an ombre on my bottom lip, it just makes it look even bigger than it already is. But we're gonna try it. I've never done this, so... This is probably not how you do an ombre lip. Yeah, I hate this. I think that looks terrible. That's just awful. I'm going to go take this off and then just put on one of the lip colors because... So that thing was impossible to get off. Like, they were not kidding when they said that was long lasting. And now I basically have no more foundation left around my mouth. Man, my lips feel so dry that I don't even really want to put this back on, but I think I'm going to just use the pink one and put that on by itself. Yeah, this looks and feels so much better with my look, so yeah, not sure how I feel about the lipsticks yet. They feel extremely drying, but the color is really nice. I like the color of all of these, just like not put together because ombre lips are just not really my thing. So to sum up the box, I actually think I like this box more than the last one. I definitely feel like it was worth the money. Obviously in boxes like this there are going to be hits and misses. This thing was a giant miss for me. These brushes I didn't really like. I might use this side and I might maybe use this brush, but overall not a super big fan of these 2 brushes. Now the blush brush that was supposed to be used for blush, I did really like that brush just for something else. So, and the cleanser stick is actually really good, so I'm excited to keep using this. Like, this seems to have like so much product in it. I didn't even look on it to see, and it says 50 grams. Wow, that's a lot, and I barely used anything last night, so really excited to keep playing with that one. And yeah, I'm excited about this box. That was it for today's video. If you like unboxings and try-ons, give this video a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!